Hey, everybody. We're live. I'm Will Munn of Adept Icarus, and welcome. I'm hosting today. We're going to be playing some Cyan Starlight, which is in its last minutes almost. I think we've got 2 hours left on the nose until the end of the campaign. But to join me here today, I've got a couple of special guests, and hopefully no one has technical issues today, although it looked like we might have started to have some. Let's see. Alan, are you there?
Hello.
Hey.
Am I here?
Welcome.
You're
here.
What is reality? Oh my God, Will.
Yes. Good question. You want to introduce yourself really quick?
Yeah. The placard says it all, yeah. Except, I'll make toast if you ask, I guess. I don't know. I'm not a toast guy.
That's fair.
But yeah, so I run Gallant Night Games, but I also do game design for a variety of other companies and projects. And Cyan Starlight is a game I have written and designed. And then Will is publishing it. So I am here to be annoying.
Well, so far, mission accomplished. Good job. All right. And then we're also going to be joined tonight by Earhart.
This person.
Hey.
The person with this face.
With that face. Yeah.
For now.
Tell us a little about you, Anne.
I am a super duper content creator and game designer. I do not eat cheese with my feet yet. That is the important missing word. I'm here to be entertaining. I think I'm succeeding so far.
I have questions about this eating cheese with the feet thing.
Ask away.
What? Why?
Well, because somebody fathomed it, and now I'm curious if I can.
All right, noted. I look forward to the results of your very scientific experiment.
It will be scientific. It'll be, we'll design a whole simulation. It'll be great. It'll be great.
I'm interested to see how you solve the control group problem of having more than one M. So, let me know.
What's really going to be important is the type of cheese, I think.
Oh, yeah. What if it was stringy mozzarella? It's going to be way harder than a hard cheese, right?
A fried cheese? There's so many problems.
Or cheese whiz.
Mm-hmm. Cheese whiz, squeezing it out of the canister.
Cheese whiz, you just have to get close enough that you can get it in your mouth. You don't even have to get it all the way.
You might have to practice to eat the fried cheese by walking on hot coals or something beforehand.
Oh. Yeah, it's gonna be. There's gonna be a lot that's gonna go into this, all because Will put it on my placard.
Well, that's what I
just think you should live stream it. Let's just commit right now.
Yeah.
I think there's a whole subsect of the internet that would enjoy it too much.
I think that's probably true. Yeah. All right. Well, I didn't do mine, so I'll put mine up too. Hi, I'm Will. I got to make more games, and no one would steal my shoes if a house fell on me.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah?
I would absolutely steal your shoes. I'm pretty sure we wear the same size. So
I think this one is harder to test scientifically than the eating cheese with feet thing, but
willing to try it.
Yeah. Fair enough.
All right.
Oh boy. Okay, well, one bit of news I think that we probably ought to just look at really fast, if I can make it show up on my screen here. I bet I can. Look how cool this is. Here's the Kickstarter. We just passed $20,000. How incredible is that? Amazing. Thank you to all these 860 amazing souls who have helped make this thing a reality. Very, very cool.
This is the least lonely RPG ever.
It really is.
It really is.
Yep.
That's wonderful. That's so great to see.
It really is. It really is. Thank you so much, everybody. Awesome stuff. All right. Well, we're gonna play this game tonight. That was part of the intent here, right? So this is, for those of you who've watched, like we've done, this is our 5th in the series. It is the finale. We are going to have an ending tonight. We will engineer an ending if we have to, but hopefully we don't. Let's see what happens. Let's see what the dice and the tools do for us, and we'll go from there. But we're going to come back and finish out Merritt Liu's story. Do we want to just kind of recap a little bit what happened maybe the last time, or do we want to do like a big overall recap of any sort? I don't know. We don't want to do the big overall one, right? That's a lot. What about last time?
We could do it last time.
Yeah? Do you want to do that, Em?
You know what? I'd be super down to do that. Last time we ended up and we were just like face to face with a bunch of pirates. I think that's where we started last time. We're like, well, we don't want to deal with these guys. So we super snuck our way out of that system and flew to, oh my goodness, where did we leave off? It's in my notes here. Where was it? This toxic mining moon, I think it was where we were. So we were left off of that, but it took us a long time to sneak away. After that, we started leaning into naming our planets after our Echo, where we were like missing art and like literature and all these things that no one's going to know. So we started naming things after great artists. And so then we went to another planet and we found this very nihilistic alien wandering around. But luckily we were able to just like chat. We're like, yeah, everything's bad and we're all gonna die soon. How great is that? And he was like, yep, that's pretty great. Go enjoy your final moments. And then we pieced right out to find another planet on the opposite end of the system. And there was like a ship floating in the atmosphere there. And we searched it and we found a bunch of supplies and this library with an AI that was like kind of jittery and stuff, but informed us of some things.
Yeah.
We got some supplies.
But not any insights, unfortunately.
Yeah, there was no insights, but it was just like, hey, I'm here. And we're like, it's nice to hear a voice that we know.
Oh, I remember how we did the planet naming with the art. We had Picasso, Monet, Warhol, then we went to Rembrandt, and we finally landed on Swift because, you know, the important artists of the past. Yeah.
I would have led with Watterson. I just want to be clear on that.
Well, we can name the next one that.
Yeah, Watterson's a good choice. Actually. Yeah. I don't know how we ended up with Swift. I certainly am not responsible.
Certainly.
But I might have been. I'm so sorry.
But it happened.
Anyway, all right. Well, what do we want to do today? So we finished up here and we are ready to fly, I think, right?
That is correct.
Do we want to use our in progress tools for flying places?
I think we should.
I mean, I'm down to it. Yeah, let's all
right. So we've got this handy little thing over here.
What direction are we going first, though?
Oh yeah, we should pick a place, huh? All right. Great question. Pull that back up. So we are here. We could go anywhere that we like.
I think we should go one over next to the
right.
Yeah, because we found two insights very close together. This could have an insight right here. Maybe we've been traveling all over.
Maybe that is the place where insights live in this map. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. I'm down. So should we figure out what this location is like?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Okay. All right. That one we'll have to roll because I don't have that in the system yet. So let's do...
What is that, 2d6?
It is 2d. It's 1d8, and then you roll it 3 times, actually.
Okay.
So we could each roll once if we wanted to.
You got it.
Who got the first one?
A 1.
A 1. A jungle. This is a jungle moon. I'm going to say maybe a jungle moon. Now, a jungle...
Asteroid. Wait, no.
Asteroid. That probably doesn't work. Jungle planet. Okay.
We could go crazy like a floating space station atrium archaeology thing or arcology thing.
You know what? Let's do that, right? It's a
I think
space station
For-
arcology that...
Yeah, for listeners, we are also doing a bit of our own improv on top of this, so just keep that in mind that what we
Right.
choose to do here may not fully reflect in the game you're getting, because the game is a series of prompts, and you can feel free to elaborate, change, whatever.
Correct. Yeah. Although we are probably going to have some cool location stuff in the upcoming Cyan Technical Manual zine that's going to come out. That'll have a little bit more detail like this. Okay. So a jungle arcology. I love that. That should go in the zine. And then did you roll a D6 or a D8, Alan?
I did. I got a 4.
A 4? So this place is perilous. And then I rolled a 3, which says it is not occupied. So we got those things figured out. And we could put that into our... We need a name for this location, don't we? Anyone want to... anyone in chat want to supply... if we're going to do artist names, a new artist name? Not Swift, because we've already gone there. We said it was Jungle Arcology. Space station. I can't spell arcology, sorry.
AR, you're just missing the R after the A. Yep, there you go. I learned that from SimCity back in the day.
Nice.
Katie, did
we
you
have
just say Kroger isn't Chad? We asked, and we have been granted the gift of Chad Kroger.
Thanks, Canada.
All right. Oh, Canada. Okay. And we decided that this place was perilous to get to.
I mean, we didn't decide.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We didn't make
discovered.
this choice, but it is what has happened. All right. So yeah, now we could do a flight.
Okay.
So let's do that. Flight. We are safe. So
Okay.
that's nice. Do we want to re-roll to get the scan, or do we want to just use this scan result?
I'm fine with whatever we choose there.
I say
Okay.
we should push more buttons when we have the opportunity to push more
Push
buttons.
more buttons. I can push more buttons.
Spoken like a person who's never had to work
Well,
back
now
in
we
the
found
software.
nothing and it's occupied. So.
I have made a poor decision.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, now we have to roll to see what the resources are, because we got to keep pushing buttons.
That's true. Yeah. Okay. Well, we have 4 resources, but getting them is risky.
We really should be writing this down instead of just pushing buttons repeatedly.
We probably should.
We should probably just push the button one time in the future.
One button.
Or
All
resources
right.
could be huge. Like, I know that it's occupied and that
Yeah.
it's risky to get to these resources, but we're kind of in the need.
Yeah. Do I have the occupied thing up here? Oh, I do. Okay, we'll have to roll that as well. So we'll come back to that. So we'll do the occupied check. We know there are 4 available resources, which we don't have spots for 4 resources in this, but that's okay. We're just gonna add 1 right there.
Perfection.
4 could be really great, I think. And
I think
then
4 is absolutely worth it.
yeah, because we're gonna use 1 to get out of here anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But
And we
is
discovered
perilous.
that it is occupied.
Yeah,
I
so now we
believe.
need to figure out what it's occupied by, right?
Yeah.
All right. Warbots and rogue drones.
Great. This is everything we've ever wanted. Okay.
Maybe it's not worth it. I don't know. Do you want to
Okay.
put... Yeah, you're doing that. Nice.
I'm on it. I'm all over this.
I'm gonna go find like some icons for this terrible place that we have ventured to.
I
The-
not that I'm biased or have any special insight, but I would not want to tangle with rogue drones backed up by warbots. That feels bad.
It does feel
I
extraordinarily dangerous.
agree. And who wants to come to a place named Kroger anyway?
Yeah,
Kind of
Katie.
big grocery store chain.
That's actually what I thought of. I'm like, groceries, neat. That sounds artistic.
That's hilarious. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we could keep on flying. I'm gonna grab the little icon finder. Is there an icon for a drone? Hey.
Oh my gosh.
Incredible.
Look at that.
There's actually so many.
Yeah. What
Hey,
was
that
the
one
other
at the
thing?
bottom, a warbot.
Warbot. Actually, let's just grab this one.
That's exactly
this
the one.
one. This one?
Yeah. Either one. Either one is great.
Yeah, that's our warbot.
All right. Yeah, let's
All
not
right.
let's not tangle with that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then we will have to spend a resource to keep flying, right? What do we want to spend?
Fuel, maybe?
I'm good with that.
Yeah, I'm by me.
All right. Somebody else
I
picked a
realized I made a mistake and I wasn't marking hope when we found places where there were insights. We have found 3 places where there are insights so far.
spot. Amazing.
So I'm just going to mark those. So they're marked. Okay. All right. Well, where do we want to fly?
I picked last time, and it was a big series of mistakes from there.
All right, Alan. Where are we flying?
Oh. I want to go like all the way to that left end corner. Up left.
Over here?
Let's just jump all the way across the map like a crazy person.
Yeah,
Huge fan of this choice.
I'm for it. Yeah. Let's see what's over here.
Being down here doesn't seem to be going well. So
It does not seem to be going well. No. All right, a new location. So we need to roll 3d8. I'm going to take the first one this time. I got a 6, which is toxic. This place is toxic. Oh, no. All right. Who's got the second one?
I can do that. I got an 8.
An 8? It's standard. No danger level. That's nice.
I got a 6.
A 6. It is also not occupied, but it is certainly toxic. All right. Boy, I don't know. Do we dare give it back to chat for an artist?
You know what? I think that they could potentially redeem themselves. An artist,
It's possible.
please. Any
It's
kind of
possible.
artist.
Okay. Any kind of artists. Last names only, please. Or now they're shy.
Klimt.
Ooh.
Klimt.
Deep cut, good choice.
Mhm.
Very nice.
Yeah.
All right.
I was going to pick a Russian artist I like, but I figured we didn't have the space to write the whole name in there. So
Right.
it's Kilmt.
My bad.
And then this was a
Right.
toxic environment. What was the danger?
Thank you, Chris. It's standard.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, and it's not occupied. So now we could go on and start doing we can do our flight check and all that fun stuff. So
I'm so nervous. Should we just
we
push
fly?
the button one time this time and see how it treats us?
Yeah, I vote yeah. Let's just push it.
Okay.
one time.
One time, one click.
Oh, it's such a risk. Okay. Okay, potentially dangerous. We need to make a risky engine check. So let's do that.
Okay.
Our engine is currently at a D4.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, we're going to have a
It's-
cost.
We're gonna.
For sure.
It's gonna be bad. All right, this is fine.
Yeah.
You want to roll it, Will?
Why not? I got a 3.
Okay. So we get there.
Well, yes. But it is a risky cost that we're going to pay. So let's go back and run a risky cost. Oh, no additional effect.
Hey!
Hey! Luck is finally on Merritt's side. Look at that. All right. All right. And then what else do we need to do? So we made our check. Now we can scan. We already have our scan here, right?
Mm-hmm.
It says we found nothing and it's occupied.
And then it's occupied by the Vindicators.
It is occupied
Is that what that
by
last one is?
Vindicators and nothing else. Yeah. Yep. I'm going to look them up right now. I think we ran into them once before.
We did.
Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe we'll get lucky. We could always try and land. We could get some, looks like there's some resources, yeah?
Mm-hmm. I think we have to risk it at this point.
3 resources. Okay. So if we're going to disembark, then we need to spend another resource, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So what are we going to spend? What
I'm
makes sense?
This is a
Some
toxic
rations?
environment. We could do structure and say we're starting to corrode the
Oh.
ship.
I like that.
Okay, let's do it. I'm really glad nobody said spears. Just really glad. That's all I have to say. Okay. All right. I did need to label this, so I'm just going to do that really quick. What? Y'all tell me what you want, how you want to go next. So we're going to land, so we need to figure out the initial encounter reaction with the Vindicator. Is that right?
We certainly do.
Yeah.
I can pull up what the Vindicator does, unless you want us to tell us about it, Alan.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Yeah.
the Vindicators are they
Oh, they're assassins, right?
yeah, well, they're not bugs, but they're assassins, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Assassins and mercenaries, and they kind of like the Nivacria zealots, but these guys are nihilists and just want to end the universe because they think it sucks.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Is
let's
this
see
the
what
person
our...
that we ran into before, Will?
We did run into one of them once before, yeah.
What if this is the same one? Because didn't we get a complication, and complications could be good or bad?
I mean, our complication does have the social environment shifting to our detriment. Maybe we accidentally offended them and they've been following us.
Oh,
That's possible, yeah. Should we see what... So do they get an initial reaction still?
Yes. Yeah, you would
They
still
should.
do that. I mean,
All
if
right,
you feel like
let's-
the narrative justifies something, all right, cool.
Well,
You can just
yeah,
pick,
here we go.
but apparently we're fighting, so...
Yeah, let's fight. Okay.
Will came back from his naming convention and just like attacked. Chose violence so fast.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
I think this is the Vindicator symbol that we used. The like weird Iron Man looking thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. What do we want to do? We've got our Tricomp, our Hazmat suit, our Chucky. We have our vast ability to think, sway. Yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious. Well, I think that maybe we should try to sway. Is that
Okay.
possible, or is we're too deep in combat already?
We can do whatever we want.
Let's sway.
Okay. How will we? Well, maybe we should roll and then decide how that works.
Fair.
Okay. They have a perilous 6, right? So the way I understand that is to reduce their strength, we have to make a successful check, and if we fail it, we pay a perilous cost. Is that
Correct.
right? Okay.
Yes, and 6 means we need 6 successful checks to defeat them.
Right. Although they do have a special thing here that says every time you reduce their strength, roll a d6, and on a 5 or up, they lose an additional strength.
Right.
So there's a chance they'll go down twice.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, let's try and convince them to our way of thinking, I guess. Who wants to roll a d8?
I
Ooh,
can.
I will.
Oh,
Okay.
go for it. Go for it, Alan.
Woohoo!
Okay. I'm
Rolled
going to
an
decrease
8.
this die. An 8. Okay. That's great. No
For
cost.
real?
Yeah. That's going to reduce their strength by 1. Then we need a d6. I can roll that.
So as we're talking at them, we're trying to be like, hey, it's okay. We apologize. You don't want to be aggressive towards us.
Yeah. And I rolled a 5, and so their nihilistic martyr special comes into play, which means they lose an additional strength. So they're very distressed, I guess, by our convincing.
Yeah.
We used their
That's-
name. Come
Oh.
on. You don't want to do this
Oh.
to me. Jerry. I don't know why Jerry's the only name in my brain.
Jerry
Well,
the
I think-
Aspinall Vindicator.
I think M should roll the D. Well, we have the tools that will tell us what they roll for their attack, right?
Oh, right.
So let's do that
Okay. Okay.
because it's their turn now.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay, let's do that.
What am I rolling?
Nothing right now.
Okay.
We're going to do their full health.
Yep, because
So-
they're not at half. So use
And they
ability.
will use ability. They have 2,
They're-
so we have to... Oh, no. This is usability, not use a special attack. Okay.
Right.
So that is relentless. It says that we have to re-roll the first successful retreat attempt that we make against this
Oh,
attacker.
whatever we've done, we've made it so like if we try to run away, they're gonna
Yeah. Keep
try
coming.
to. Yeah,
Okay. Fair enough.
we have triggered the
Yeah.
relentless.
Yeah.
That sucks.
All right. Well, what does Merritt want to do? Probably not run away, I guess, in this case.
Maybe we could think and logic. Like they're listening to us now. Maybe we can really, really lay out a path of logic that they can follow.
Sure.
Or we could.
Nihilists are totally logical. Makes sense. Yeah.
We could use our thing to try to like trap them and drop a heavy thing on their head or something.
Ah.
I don't think maybe there's
Yeah.
a piano hanging up there. We can pull a cord. I don't know.
Incredible.
Up, yeah. Yeah.
And inject
Well,
some
it is
levity into the loneliness here.
Yeah. This was a toxic place, right? Maybe there's maybe there's a vat of Joker creation stuff somewhere
Radioactive
that we can
goop.
dump on him. Yeah, radioactive goop. Exactly.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
down with it.
That's a D10. Who wants to roll?
M does.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
E10. That's a 2.
That's a bad roll, M.
That's a
bad
2.
roll. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna pay a perilous cost. and a complication, I believe. Yeah.
Yes.
Sweet. Okay. Let's go back to the tools. All right. So I'm gonna re-go perilous cost and a
is
complication.
check two
Two
resources.
resources. Okay, let's do that. Um,
Now remember, stress and despair are resources too.
right. Ooh, we could take it. Ooh, we should do stress, not a despair.
Okay. Yeah, because we get an echo if we do a despair.
Yeah. I feel like one stress is reasonable.
I agree.
Okay. And what's our other resource?
I don't know. Maybe we accidentally drop some of our rations into the vat of toxic goo.
Well, we could have tried to like as part of like our sway and our think, we set out like a meal and shared a meal with him and are like, hey, come on, let's talk about this. So rations could like just make sense.
Oh, I'm down with it. Yeah. Fine with
Sure.
me.
Just reading the chat, killing me. All right. I think this is meant for M.
Thank you, Katie.
Obviously.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, so let's go back and check our complication.
Oh.
All right.
You know what? Why don't we oh, hang on. Never mind. Ignore me.
Our complication's kind of fun.
What do you want to do with it then?
There's a bubbling vat of acid, right? Like what if
Toxic
it's
goop.
this toxic goop starts like actually like erupting like Old Faithful.
Ooh.
That could potentially be to our benefit or our detriment.
It could be, depending on what we do, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I think that would be good. Maybe there's like, ooh, yeah, maybe some of it starts to spill over, right, onto something that could, maybe some of it starts to spill onto something that could, like, harm the environmental systems on the station or something, right? Because this is, oh wait, no, this isn't a station. This is a toxic asteroid?
I don't even think we decided. We just said toxic and we just moved on.
It's just toxic. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you what. Ask a yes/no question, and we'll use the yes/no oracle to figure it out.
Ooh.
I love it. Let's do that. All right.
So, is this a full planet, or we'll say, okay, here's a better question. Is this a cratered and broken shell of an exoplanet that has been hollowed out by stellar forces?
Yeah.
And I think that is very unlikely.
Very unlikely. Okay. Let's see what happens. No.
So no. So it's a planet. Okay. Boom.
Bam.
Okay. Normal planet.
Well, toxic normal planet.
Well, yeah. Of course. Okay. I like that.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to like up the stakes a little bit on the boiling goo. So if some of it's bubbling over, maybe it's cutting off our escape path or something like that in addition. Like maybe we can't even like strategically retreat in the same environment. We're stuck in a very close area with the Vindicator now.
Oh, that's horrible. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I think that means it's their turn.
I think so.
Yeah. So they're at 2/3 health. Where does that fall in the full health to half health sort of area?
They're not yet at half health.
Okay. So we want to have that as sort of our top mark.
Yep, you
Got
go
it.
from full health down. Full health is the top bracket, and then half health to a quarter health, and then quarter health or below.
Okay. So we're not rounding or anything. Got it.
Nope,
Okay.
you use the full health for a full half of their combat.
All right. Well, let's see what they do. Standard attack.
So their
Oh,
standard
no.
attack is just we have to get out of the way of an attack.
Okay.
So,
So
I would say, I mean, they use guns, so we probably get shot at. So
okay.
we could throw Chucky in the way,
Oh, Chucky.
Our friend.
block it with our power glove. I'm trying to come up with options here.
I love it. I love it.
Bam.
I think
Or we
that
Or we
a
could dash out of
sacrifice
the way.
from Chucky would be
Oh,
pretty
Chucky.
heartbreaking. I think we should do that. I think that's the most interesting thing that can happen right now.
All right, our little Chucky robot.
All right, but Alan, you have to roll this.
Okay. Well, either way, Chucky's breaking because he's dropping to a D4.
Oh no.
And unlike M, I rolled a 6 on my D6. So
Beautiful.
that is a good roll.
Thank you for showing me the difference.
Yeah, no problem. Here to help.
All right.
Just be more like me, M. That's what I'm saying.
I'm trying. I'm trying every day.
D4 for Chucky. All right.
Well, no,
so-
Chucky's gone.
What?
Before
No,
it's broken and faded away until it repairs.
He was a D6 before, though.
Right.
Right.
So he's going to drop to a D4, and a D4 is the fade away until you can increase it again.
Chucky.
Okay. Chucky.
Unless I'm confusing myself. Now you have me concerned.
You're probably correct.
Oh no, I'm incorrect. Sorry. D4 can
So
be used
when you use it at a D4, then that's what happens,
Oh.
right?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
The previous iteration of the rules that I used broke off at a D6. That's my fault.
Oof. Okay.
We almost lost Chucky for good.
So we chuck Chucky in front of the laser fire.
Just throw him at his face. Just right at the Vindicator's face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sick him, Chucky.
Yeah. And then we don't get shot by laser fire. That's good. Okay. So
Man,
we have
man.
another opportunity to do something.
Got to be honest, I kind of want to bail on this whole thing.
Yeah.
This feels a little out of our scope here.
Yeah.
The problem is that we determined that we can't escape because of the vat.
Oh.
The toxicity is blocking our way of escape.
All right. What if we... No, never mind. I mean, we have our flamethrower. We could try to shoot him with it. Although that
Mhm.
is like we're just asking for trouble.
Mm-hmm.
We could throw Chucky at him again.
What if we
Mhm.
used our hazmat suit in some way to like
Okay.
get close to the stuff? Well, I guess we're not that close to him if he's shooting at us, so we probably can't do that. I was wondering if we could like pick up something and huck it at him with the hazmat suit.
What
so
if we
that
use our
he can
hazmat
see
suit
us.
to swim through a toxic river to put some distance between us and him?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
very cool.
I like that. Let's
Yeah.
do
Alright.
that.
I think
The
Em should roll
absolute
this, though.
terror. Oh, why are you doing this to me? You know what? This
Well-
is my chance. This is my chance to also roll 6.
I'm trying to leverage the mechanics of the game to make you feel the terror you clearly feel.
I do. That is definitely 4.
4. That's still
Oh.
not great.
Yeah. It's a cost.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
What's
Let's
our
get
cost?
cost. 2 resources. Because they're a perilous foe, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I gotta be honest. I kind of think we should just take 2 stress and keep going. Maybe our suit
might be a
springs a
good
leak.
idea.
Suit springs a leak. We get some toxic goop from the river on us.
Let's do
Okay.
it. Oh no. This has taken such a turn.
Yeah.
So Merritt essentially wades into a toxic river and swims for the ship.
Yeah.
That's
Apparently,
terrifying.
That was our plan.
Yeah.
just like this hazmat suit corroding
hey,
away.
In the panic of the moment, right? I mean, Merritt is science division. He's not combat. That's not normal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Well, okay. So are we going to say that allows us to get back to the ship?
I mean, sure. We haven't ended the combat though. He's still pursuing us.
Yeah, we have to get a second retreat. We have to do another retreat attempt in order to get away.
Yeah, I think swimming the river has removed our complication that blocked us, right? I think that's a fair way for us to determine that.
Oh, okay. All right. So we have to retreat twice.
So we still have to deal with his relentless retreat.
Okay. But if we're back at the ship, we could hop in the ship and use like the ship's weapons.
Absolutely. Yeah, just, those dice are going to get smaller.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, why don't we do that?
I think we absolutely should.
Okay. Well, isn't it his turn now? Because we just swam across the river.
Oh, no.
Vindicator's going to try to murder us now.
Oh, no. We're so weak.
Standard attack.
Remember, we technically reduced his health because we got a successful roll during the combat sequence, right? So we need to roll a d6 to see if he drops again.
Oh, we do, yeah. I got a 5, so the answer is
he does. So he's at half health now.
Yeah.
So that's his alternate attack, which is Void Rifle. We automatically become vulnerable.
Ouch. If you're already vulnerable, you die?
Yes, we were almost dead.
This is fine.
And becoming vulnerable means we automatically check a despair. We picked off a little more than we could bargain for, I think, there.
We really did, didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, that's an echo.
Yeah, that is.
Are we going to do that at the end of combat?
Either way.
Let's do it at the end.
Assuming we die horribly.
Yeah, you sure you don't want to find out what the echo is?
You know what? That's probably pretty fair.
Okay. Yes. I have here the list of echoes. We need a d6 once.
2.
A 2. Out of the corner of your eyes, you catch glimpses of people laughing, living, and moving around. Oh. The effect is, when you catch your breath, you must pick one attribute that is no longer reset to its maximum.
Oh, no.
Because normally when you catch your breath, you reset all your attributes to your maximum. Now, every time you catch your breath, one of your attributes can't go back to its maximum.
Yeah.
Oh my. Okay. That's fine.
We end up with one more echo. That's an ending table roll.
Sure is. We're very close to an ending one way or another. We have 2 insights and 2 echoes. Okay. What do we want to do?
I gotta be honest, I kind of think we should just bail as quickly as possible.
Okay.
But that's going to be very difficult because of our relentless and our stuff. So
yep.
Maybe we should try to beat him in the head with our tricomp. Just like hawk it at him and run. Like sheer desperation. This is the closest heavy thing we have. Just hurl it and go.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm down for it.
Okay. Tricomp roll.
Is that a D?
It's a D8, so it'll drop to a D6. That's cool.
Yes, I don't know if I want to be responsible for this, but I'm willing to be. That's a 6.
Yeah.
Okay. It was good enough.
We beat him in the head, which means we roll the d6 to see if we drop him an extra one.
Right. I got that. I got 5 again. That's my
And he
third
goes
5 on
down.
this D6.
Oh my goodness, Will. Nice job.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
I
really is allergic to tricomps.
think we should take his void rifle.
Definitely should take his void rifle.
So did we take him to 0 health there?
Yep.
Yeah.
His void
Okay.
rifle is a d6. I say we take it.
I think we have to.
Yeah.
I just used the loot table and rolled to see what size it would be when we took it. So
Oh,
Perfect. Okay. So we had risky supplies here.
we got 3 resources. Yeah.
We did. Yep. 3
But they're
resources.
risky to get, right?
But they are
Oh, no.
risky to get.
No, the flight was risky.
No, you encounter
It's a
complication.
Okay.
Should I?
Well,
roll
we already
complication?
dealt with our complication. Remember? When
Oh, we did. Yeah,
So-
you're right.
And
Okay.
we just get 3 resources.
3 resources. All right. What kind of resources do we want?
Oh god.
So here's the bad news. We can catch our breath, which is going to give us another despair. But we can't really lay low without adding despair. So we can lay low and like get our stress back down. But that's the only way to get our stress down, right? Is to lay low.
Right.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Our attributes aren't too super low because we didn't. I mean, we
No.
used a couple of the higher ones, but
We've been leaning on our equipment and the ship.
yeah. So we could take some despair to get out of this very stressful situation.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we catch our breath, we take 1 despair. That all goes away.
Let's do it.
Well, technically it's 2 because you have to lay low to get rid of the vulnerable and then catch your breath. Or just lay low. So just 1 despair.
Right. So we lay low to get rid of this.
Yep.
1 despair.
Yep.
All right.
Well, do we want to artificially induce an ending?
I think so.
So I guess
think
the
it's-
question is, do we want to artificially induce an ending or a 3rd insight?
We could roll on the yes no 50-50 table and
I
see
love
if
it.
we end with an echo or
Okay. So what's
What-
yes?
yes as we find our answer and don't
Okay.
succumb to an echoes. Yeah, despair.
Yeah. What do you think? Is it 50-50?
You know what? Why not? So
50-50.
do we find our 3rd insight?
Hmm
50-50. Okay.
So
Come
if we do,
on.
then we'll look up the insight. Otherwise, we'll get another echo and we will look up the ending. Okay. Here we go. 50-50.
Okay.
No.
No, so we have to roll on the endings table.
I
Yes,
felt
we
it.
do.
I
think
felt it in my
56.
bones.
I think M should have to roll it.
God, just tormenting me all for a full hour. 5.
A 5.
All right. I'm going to read this now.
Do it.
A bright light came over you one day, and you heard a voice. It called to you, and you answered, disappearing in a flash of blue light. Providence or something else?
Mm.
Oh my goodness. So we were just like consumed by this bright light and heard a voice and then ceased to exist. Devastating. And so ends the tale of Merritt.
Yeah. Yeah. Love it. Very cool.
I've got like that same feeling like you've been watching a show for a while and now it's over and you're like, ah, what am I gonna do for the next rest of my life?
Luckily, you can
Yes.
just start another campaign that will go differently, so you have infinite seasons in the show.
So
That's
true.
right. Very nice. Okay. Well, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that really was.
Yeah. I really like the way it ended. That's cool. All right. Well, everybody, I'm gonna stop sharing the screen. No, I'm not. I'm gonna go look at the Kickstarter. Let's see what the Kickstarter looks like. Do I need to refresh?
I'm gonna guess 2067.
Oh,
it's off by
That
$7.
was
you were off by
that's still a win.
$7.
Let's be real.
Pretty good. Pretty
I
good.
just looked, so it's fine.
Yeah, very cool. So we have
cheated.
67 minutes left. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nice, Chris. And the final human fades from existence. Whew. All right. Well, if you are watching and you haven't backed the Kickstarter, you've still got 67 minutes to go. Just saying, that's not very much time. All right. Anybody in chat have questions they want to ask about the game, about anything, about life? I don't. If you didn't know, Alan is a student of philosophy and will happily answer all the questions of life.
42? Is that just like the answer you hand out to everybody, or
No, I've got it depends. Like, how do you want me to define the answer and philosophy of life? Because I can define it from an ethical standpoint, a moral standpoint, a physical standpoint. Like, there's a lot of ways to go about this conversation.
Very true. Very true.
Well, I have a question for you all. How do you feel just like in general about your Kickstarter? Are you guys exhausted? Like, what are you guys going through?
I let Will go first with that one.
This has been a great experience, actually. So I've only run one other Kickstarter. I've been a part of a few, over the years, but I've only run one other one. And this one was, I don't know, it felt really good most of the time. Our backers are amazing. Like, they've been really, really kind. A lot of great thoughts and stuff about the game. I've had a lot of people reach out and talk about it, and I think that's cool. I don't know. I've enjoyed it a lot. It's work. Don't let anybody tell you that a Kickstarter isn't work, because it absolutely is, right? But it's been good. Feels good.
I feel great. I didn't have to do any work.
Sounds like this was the best.
Really easy Kickstarter, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I did a bunch of work. I helped Will prep and build the Kickstarter page.
Yes,
and
you did.
Set up interviews and stuff like that. So, I mean, I was obviously involved.
Yeah.
From an outside perspective, it seems like you two work really well together. The silence and
maybe.
the nodding. It's
No,
really giving us an insight.
I said this to I was talking to RP, the gentleman who actually created Breathless, the game engine this is based on, that I leveraged, and he was asking talking about the Kickstarter, kind of the same vein of questions. And I was like, oh yeah, no, I mean, I've known Will for over 10 years at this point. Like, he's a close friend of mine, if not one of my best friends, and like, I had no illusions it would go poorly. So like, it was. The question wasn't, was it going to go well? The question was, is the Kickstarter going to do as well as we're going to feel working together, right?
Right.
Like, we're always going to work together well because we've done enough together over the years. I mean, Will's in my weekly game group, where we play test my games, and some of his sometimes, and so the question was more, would the Kickstarter reach that audience? Which clearly, Will crushed it with the marketing. So yes.
Nice job, Will.
Thanks. Actually had some great help from you, Em, so appreciate all the help on the social media, the angles and stuff. Worked really well. Yeah.
Yay, team.
Yay, team. This was really cool. Like, let me ride shotgun on this and kind of watch and be a little involved. It was a great learning experience for me, honestly. Man, it feels really weird that the Kickstarter is almost over. It just feels like life's been Cyan Starlight for a few weeks, and now
Yep.
I'm gonna have to pick up some old projects again.
Yes. Oh, there's still quite a lot to do for Cyan Starlight, but most of it'll be a little less public than what we've been doing for the last few weeks, for sure. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
No.
When can people like kind of start expecting fulfillment? What's your guys' plans for that?
Yeah, that's a great question. So, as soon as we get funds from Kickstarter, which can take, I think, up to a week, 2 weeks, 2 days,
2 weeks.
2 weeks can take up to 2 weeks, right?
It
So it
will take
depends.
up to 2 weeks.
Okay.
It's a week to resolve any like drop pledges, errored pledges, things like that, and then is
Right.
another week to transfer to your bank account. So you will see it 14 to 15 days after the campaign closes, almost
Okay.
Huh. I
entirely.
don't actually remember it being quite that long last time, but
Yep.
okay.
Yep.
Cool. All right. So 2
Alan's
weeks.
wealth of experience is coming through
Yeah.
here.
Well, he's only run like 30 Kickstarters, so you know.
I had to write a blog post about crowdfunding for somebody today, and I realized I have ran over 50 myself
Wow.
and been involved in over 100 from behind the scenes.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
And all of them but one I funded, so I'm batting a good track record so far.
Mhm.
But now that I've said that, I'm gonna like have a bad streak.
We're not even gonna let that happen. Don't you even worry
No.
about it.
No.
Yeah.
So yeah, for fulfillment, once we get to that 2 week mark where we get the funds from Kickstarter, we'll be sending out digital fulfillment of everything that's digital, basically right at that point. We've got the music, the book. We're making a few additional edits and things. Alan's working on some of the special digital components that we're going to put out, some of the secrets and things like that. And I am finishing the online toolkit stuff. But as you saw tonight, like progress is continuing on that. It's going to be done, I think, by the time that 2 weeks is up. And we should be able to get all that out to everybody. And then all we have to do is wait for a little feedback from folks on the PDF versions of stuff that is going to print, and then send it off to print. And once we get it, we'll fulfill it. That's probably a few months. After
Awesome.
that point. Yeah.
That's seems like you guys have like a really solid plan on how that's gonna execute. I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, it should be hopefully pretty painless
Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah.
the game was theoretically fully done before we went to Kickstarter, so it's a matter of
Yeah.
just polishing it off and going forward.
Yep.
Are there going to be any like instructions on how to use the website, or will that be pretty straightforward for people who have the book?
It's a good question. I think
There's a good question for our tech guru, Will.
we
Just
talked
pass
a little
that
bit
up
of
there real fast.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna pass it right back to you. We talked a little bit about Alan writing a little bit of a preamble on how you might use some of it,
Mhm.
but there are also page numbers associated with everything that you probably noticed as we had it up, so you can go see the associated table right in the book straight
Yeah.
from the source.
I've
awesome.
added a section to the PDF that has that links to the website and says, if you don't want to roll dice or you want to use have some of the tools rolled for you, you can just hop on this website. Use that basically. But
That's so cool.
yeah.
Any final messages to your backers?
Stay
I am
lonely, my
just
friends. I don't know.
Excited as you are, Daniel and Chris and everybody else. I don't know.
Yeah.
Thanks for believing in my weird little game about being lonely. Means a lot that we can all be lonely together.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's the real human experience.
Definitely. I'm going to take that off. Go back to... Now you can see our faces. Uh-oh.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Sorry, viewers.
I know, right? Yeah, unless anybody else in chat has questions. I don't know. Do you have anything you wanted to say or ask, Alan?
Oof. say or ask. Yes, let me ask a series of cutting questions.
That you have to answer.
Right? Like, I'll AMA myself. Well, Alan, you see. No, so I mean, for me, uh the little uh soliloquy here, I suppose. The game comes from a deeply personal space as somebody who has bipolar disorder and has struggled with it for 20 years at this point. Um, and I tend to, when I make games, I tend to stick to what will sell, what do people want, and I have been in the past uh, accused of making popcorn RPGs by some reviewers because all my stuff is very straightforward and like more, I guess, fun oriented. I don't know what they define a popcorn RPG as, but I guess they assume I'm the equivalent of Michael Bay, which I'll take. But uh Cyan Starlight represents a very distinctly personal game in a way a lot of my work isn't, or isn't. At best, it's more. At worst, it's more obvious than my other work, I suppose. And it is surreal and special and a little bit of an out of body experience to watch so many people kind of come along for the ride and be excited. I don't know, maybe excited is not the right word. Being willing to taste a little bit of what it feels like to be somebody in my shoes. I have spent a long time championing the words are hard. Championing. Oh my gosh, I got there. I write, I don't speak. You know, mental health awareness and that we need to do better to remove the stigma around mental health and it should be treated just like any other health related things. And so to see some of that kind of coming out here in the game is and to see people responding to it is deeply moving and gratifying, and I feel I guess I feel validated or seen or acknowledged in a way that a lot of times I don't get inside the game industry, and that's really wonderful to see. So thank you, people up there, internet world. Okay, that's it. I don't know. Whatever. Pants,
Yeah. Pants. Perfect.
toast, foot cheese.
Jeez.
Yeah,
I can't
so
be held responsible for what was on the placards,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure you're the one who wrote them.
but I still can't be held responsible.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Will, do you have anything you want to say here as we come upon the end of our lonely journey together?
I don't think I have anything that's as poignant as that. I mean, I'm definitely I'm a proponent of, mental health awareness as well. Obviously, I don't struggle with bipolar disorder, so, but I do think that the game has helped me understand it a little bit better, even if it's just a touch, right? And so I think that's really cool. And if 872 people can get just that little bit of understanding, then that's more than had it beforehand, right? So I think that's pretty awesome. I'm also thankful that people took a chance on it and want to check it out. I I think we talked about this like right before launch or maybe just after or something like that, because I think one of the interviews we did, someone was asking, well, why did you set your target where you set it, right, for $2,000? It's like, well, because that's what we need in order, like at a bare minimum, in order to make this game, right? And because we think that in 20 days or however many days the campaign was, 22 days, that we can hopefully get that, right? For sure. Like, but here we are 10 times that. So
1,000% funded.
thank you so much. That's amazing. Yeah.
Have you ever had 1,000% funded Kickstarter before?
Well, I had a lower target on my last one, so yes, but
Nice. Well, there you go.
yeah.
Look at you keeping the success rate high.
My last one was just zines, so that was a lot cheaper to make. Yeah.
Do you have any final thoughts?
Oh, do I have final thoughts? I don't know if I have the platform to have final thoughts on this project. Maybe
We're giving you
just
the
to-
platform, so have them.
Thank you. Thank you. I think what I would have to say isn't necessarily to the crowd, but probably just to you two. Thank you for making this game. You never know how far these ripples will spread and how it will affect people. And it's very a vulnerable process to be open with your art. And that's difficult. And so thank you guys for taking that risk and that responsibility and that pain, because being vulnerable is painful. And I'm sure you both have experienced that throughout this process. So as one person who has played the game and enjoyed it, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Especially thanks to Alan, I think, with the, the real inspiration for it. So very cool.
Thank my genetics. They made me broken.
Well, helping other people understand how that works, I think,
Right.
is really big deal. And I saw somebody made a comment on one of the social media posts somewhere about, it was just I'm not going to quote it or anything, but it was a little uninformed, right? And being able to point them to some information about how they could find more information and learn more it was a good opportunity, right? And that wouldn't have happened without this game.
Oh.
So, yep.
Yeah. Cool.
And hopefully they'll ripple out that positivity too. Ripples on ripples.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever. Feelings. Nerds.
Losers.
Roll dice.
Play games. Be sad.
Oof, that would be the best stream intro tag video. Play games, roll dice, be sad.
It's pretty good, right?
Critical Failure Studios.
Genius.
Well, it was fun to play, and it was really cool to kind of get to share Merritt's brain with everybody for a little bit here.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
One last disclaimer before we leave, folks. We played a bit of a truncated version of the game in the sake of both expediency as well as the necessity of streaming here with 3 people. So you should not take what you saw on the stream as hard fact or gospel for the game, but rather lightly mutated variant where we had to make some compromises, both mechanically and narratively, in order to facilitate what we were doing here. So,
right.
I just want to make that clear to people now that we're done. I probably should have led with that at the very first episode. But hey, heads up.
We really should have. I should go back and edit that first episode and say something like that. But honestly, I think that streaming of RPGs in general, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, it's always it's a performative art in a sense, right? Which is very different from playing with your group or playing a solo game by yourself, right? And where you take that contemplative, am I saying that word right? Contemplative approach. We just weren't doing that. So, and that's okay for what we did. So, yeah.
Cool.
Awesome.
Well, you have 40 minutes left to back the Kickstarter out there, people.
Yeah.
You happen to be
Do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tiny amount of time left.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But it will be up for pre-order and or order on the adepticarus.com website if you're watching this in the future.
Oh, yeah. Very true. Yeah. I'll update the show notes with that information as it's available too. So you can always go back and find that information there. For now, we've got a link to the Kickstarter in the show notes.
Isn't it kind of crazy that we can just talk to the future in this video? Like, hey,
Mhm.
future people, you can also buy this game and should do so.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if my brain is really ready to dive into that right now.
It might be in your friendly
Or
local game store by the time you.
yeah.
Oh,
Alternatively, future people, you cannot buy this game and save M's brain.
no, don't do that. Don't do that for the sake of this
This is M's
brain.
brain. This
This
is M's
brain is
brain thinking about
a
the future.
highly mediocre brain. Let's not do that.
Yes.
Uh,
Oh, jeez.
All right. Well, should we wrap up?
we should call it, yeah.
Yeah.
Time of
This
Death
is
on
fun.
Merit.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you everybody who viewed tonight or anyone who views in the future. Just don't tell M. And we will not see you again in a week.
We are from the future.
Yeah, but we do stream some stuff on this channel occasionally. So if you're interested in RPG relevant content, go ahead and like, subscribe to the channel, all the YouTube things that people say. And we'll see you sometime in the future. Bye.